So my dad shipped me off to my first rehab at 15. After I had kind of a traumatic event happen where I was leaving a party and the guy I was dating at the time snuck out to see me. And then he got pretty drunk and he wanted to skateboard home. He was a skater, like super sweet kid, like such a special guy. And I tried to recommend that he let us drive him back home, but he really wanted to skate. He was super adamant about his house not being that far and he wanted to skate home. And so we let him skate home, and then I woke up and found out he died and got hit by a car. So maybe I shouldn't share everything.
Share what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, just yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing too bad.
We don't judge. We don't judge.
I mean,
we've heard.
Look, we're trying to get likes, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever we got to do.
We're trying to get more. What do you call it? Followers, subscribers is really what I want.
I'll post it on my TikTok.
Yeah, we'll do a bunch of short reels.
Yeah,
make it. They'll be ready to go on TikTok.
What were you got a lot of followers on TikTok?
Dude, it's like I don't know what's going on with this thing. The cord's not like where it's supposed to be anymore.
It's a little pull it.
You guys have done a bunch of people, huh?
Yeah.
I saw like Stephanie was here.
Stephanie, yeah.
Stephanie.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
Stephanie Deutsch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a ton like the lineup that hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
Is insane.
It's big, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Bobby's. He sent it to me. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun.
How come you didn't call us then? Just like be like,
well,
hey, I want to
see, that's
come.
why I followed you, because I'm like, maybe he'll ask if I follow them and like a bunch of stuff.
It worked.
Yeah.
It did work actually.
It did.
Yeah, I noticed. And then I reached out.
Mm-hmm.
My
plan worked.
I didn't want you to think that it was Michelangelo though. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we on? Are we live?
Oh, we've been on. Are you kidding me? This is it.
We're not live yet.
No, we're not live.
I got it. Okay, now I'll stop fussing with.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna sit with.
No, I'm gonna be looking this way, and I'm gonna hear this noise in 5 minutes.
It was really bad. Like I dropped the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was on the ear.
It was pretty heavy.
I know.
You tried to quietly sit it down, and
it just fell.
Crashed.
So,
I got to suck you into coming to my part of the town in the morning, bro, to do a cold plunge with me.
that's never happening.
Yeah, it is.
My boyfriend's super into.
I just did my third one this morning.
I'm not against the cold plunge.
Not together.
The part that I'm against is going to his part of the town,
which is
like Costa Mesa.
Oh,
I'm not driving there at 5 a.m. in the morning. I barely can get out of. I don't go any further than Lifetime.
We'll find a place for you out here.
There's one in Dana Point.
They should have it then. You should try.
They don't have it at Lifetime, but they have the cold plunge in Dana Point.
Yeah. Are your boyfriend's into it now?
Oh yeah, he's always been into stuff like that.
Yeah.
He does the cold plunge.
Yeah.
Does he video it and put it on TikTok?
No. He used to go in like the ocean, in like the middle of the night. He does a bunch of wild shit. He's super active.
Nice.
Yeah.
We don't really. We're too old to do wild shit.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, what the fuck, bro? I'm not getting up at midnight. Let's go to the ocean. 2 in the morning. Come on. I'm like, what? I was just sleeping. Yeah, I don't think so.
He likes shit like that.
Yeah, you go with him?
I'm not there yet.
No.
It's motivating though.
No, it's really off the wall though, going to the ocean at 2 in the morning. That's
she said midnight, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got straight from midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know.
She said midnight.
Or midnight too.
See how things just get thrown out of proportion?
Yeah.
It's like that telephone game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said midnight. Then you said 2:30.
Yeah, I just 2:30. Yeah, I did.
This is how boring our podcasts usually start. We don't get going for a while.
That's all right. We'll ease into it.
Yeah, Michelangelo, are we live? Oh yeah. Okay, good. Is she good? Her microphone's close enough.
She's all hooked up. How about her distance here? We good?
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. Here we
Right.
go. Jordan.
What's up?
Well, I don't know.
Keep going. I'll get you grab my water.
Well, you just walked behind her and just cut the whole scene and everything. Like the camera has to be on me when you get up. It can't be on Jordan.
You're right.
Or the guest.
You're right. Okay.
All right. Well, welcome to the Hopeaholics.
That was fucking funny, bro. Holy shit. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Holy shit. You change it up on us? Hi there.
Today's guest, we have Jordan.
Have you been in the closet practicing? Oh, holy shit.
We have no intro.
Well,
That's what
that's
makes
okay.
us. That is our intro.
Makes
The
you
fact that
special.
we
Yeah.
have no intro.
Mm-hmm.
Every podcast that we've done, somebody else's podcast, full on intro.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good one.
And they just
Hi there.
they just get down and then they start. I was like the last one we
yes.
did. I literally he finished the intro and I was like, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, that was an amazing.
Also, yeah, what's funny is that he said, okay, we're going to get into it now, guys. And I'm like, I thought we already were, and then he went to
And then
the
he did
intro.
his
Then he went
intro.
straight pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time.
And he did it like live.
Yeah.
That's the part that throws me off.
So you guys were on someone else's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Around here?
No. this guy
Well,
was
he's
where?
from Oregon.
Portland.
Okay.
Portland,
Yeah,
Oregon. Yeah,
Portland.
but we sat and I sat there and Shane sat there. It was really weird sitting there for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to sitting over here. Camera angle's wrong on my face from that angle too.
Well,
I gotta have this side. I only have one good side.
hopefully this is my good side. I'm not quite sure.
Shane's still trying to figure it out, right?
Fuck, bro, I don't have a good side.
You don't?
I'm a horse head. I don't. I mean, I got a long. No, I don't. I got a big head. I don't care.
So this is our intro.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready
Let's
to go?
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. This kind of feels like a panel. you
No,
know, like
God,
a panel
no,
being
no,
taped.
No,
But I'll try to not
no, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
sound
no.
like I'm doing a panel.
Do you want to do a panel? We could do it that way.
No. I'll just get into it.
Yeah.
So I grew up here. Well, not this city, but Yorba Linda.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
So born and raised Orange County. Pretty typical family. Was raised in like a Christian home. Parents loved to drink. I was very naive and sheltered, like growing up in a Christian school till 8th grade. So I kind of got curious at a certain point, like going into high school. I just wanted to know what my parents drank at night that made them seem like they were having a great time. And took 14 shots of 99 bananas by myself, 14 years old. And the reason I took so many was because I had one and I didn't feel anything. So I just kept going until I felt something because I'm impatient, of course. And then got wasted and thought it was like the best thing ever. I was a very shy person, pretty uncomfortable in my skin, I guess you could say. So it gave me like a lot of confidence, I realized, and I was just like able to talk to anyone. So I kind of just started drinking every day from there on out. Like took vodka to school in a water bottle, and I really didn't think it was that big of a deal because my parents drank every day. I was like, why does it matter like what time of day it is? Like this stuff is great. Like I don't know why not everyone's bringing vodka to school, you know?
What is 14? 9th grade? Were you in 9th grade?
Yeah, 9th grade.
Yeah, I was like going into 9th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Freshman year was great. It wasn't out of control yet. My sister was a senior when I was a freshman, so I got to party with all the seniors. Felt super cool. You know, never really like blacked out too much because my body was like able to process it pretty well at the time. But the more I drank and the longer I drank, I did begin to black out a little bit and have some incidents. And my parents were a little concerned, I guess you could say, once they started picking up that I was like putting water in their alcohol bottles and then it would freeze and little stuff like that. But they had a lot of their own stuff going on. They never slept in the same room. It was pretty dysfunctional in that way. And which is why they drank so much, because they really just like hated each other.
Oh.
But married 30 years, they just got separated like a couple years ago. So living with that tension and that awkwardness was pretty hard.
How many family members?
5.
Wow.
So I got an older sister and a younger brother. So I'm the middle child.
Okay.
And I guess you could say, like, my sister did show some, like, little signs that maybe she was an alcoholic, but my dad definitely, like, he's still a pothead. He still loves to drink, but he's functioning. So, like, he still showed up to work always, would never talk about, like, what would happen when he was blacked out drunk. Like, I remember, the whole family remembers what happened when you would get drunk and angry and, you know, driving drunk, all this stuff. But he would never get any consequences. So just stuff like that. And then my mom was a very emotional drinker. My mom's like my best friend, though. So she doesn't drink anymore, I think mainly because she saw what it did to me. But they would always be hiding alcohol from me after a certain point. Everyone hid their own alcohol, even me. Like, I literally was a closet drinker. Like, I would hide all my booze that I would steal from the store, like, in the closet.
I would steal from the store.
Yeah, it was super easy.
Yeah.
You just throw like 8 bottles in a purse, walk out. It was a little too easy.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, "Where are you getting all of this?" Because they would find it all over the house.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say anything, obviously. But where was I going with this? So parents drank. My little brother, he's like 4 years older than me, and I feel like, luckily, he saw a lot of things growing up. So he went the other way I did and was like scared to drink too much because he saw like all the damage it did to my family. So he's a really good kid, super sweet. And I'm glad that it didn't affect him the other way, because I saw what I put my family through and like still feel bad about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't imagine like having my brother like go through what I went through.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's kind of like the dynamic I grew up in, I guess. But I think what really messed me up was everyone focused on my drinking problem and no other problems. Like, no one else had a problem but me.
Right.
So my dad shipped me off to my first rehab at 15. After I had kind of a traumatic event happen where I was leaving a party and the guy I was dating at the time snuck out to see me. And then he got pretty drunk and he wanted to skateboard home. He was a skater, like super sweet kid, like such a special guy. And I tried to recommend that he let us drive him back home, but he really wanted to skate. He was super adamant about his house not being that far and he wanted to skate home. And so we let him skate home, and then I woke up and found out he died and got hit by a car. And I felt super guilty for a really long time about that. And that's when my drinking got worse, I would say, because that happened. And then I drank more. So my dad like couldn't fix me. So he shipped me off to this like sketchy rehab in Orange that was like not legit at all. And then I was super angry and resentful. So I drank even more to get back at my dad. And then, you know, things just got worse and worse and worse. And then I went back to rehab at 21. And I was in and out of treatment for like between the years 21 and 23. Just went to like 10 or 15 different rehabs. And it was miserable. And then I finally got a consequence. I was basically, after a certain point, like begging for a consequence. I was like so exhausted of doing the treatment thing, like getting my hopes up, doing really good, and then just burning everything to the ground after a couple months. Like, I just wanted to die at that point. And I did not care. Like, I prayed to God that I wouldn't wake up. And I was like, my body couldn't handle it anymore. I kept ending up in the hospital with like 0.35 to 0.43 alcohol levels. And the hospital was sick of taking me in. My parents were worried sick about me, like missing work to keep an eye on me because I would always somehow find a way to get alcohol even without my car or my money. Like they tried everything. And after a certain point, they didn't even believe like treatment would help me. So anyways, I got this DUI, and the DUI happened in the best way it could have. And I'm super grateful for it because it's what I needed to like get a little scared and wake up and realize I don't want to live like that anymore. I wasn't driving, so I didn't hurt anyone. That was like my worst fear. I never wanted to like hurt anyone while driving under the influence. And I didn't do it a lot, but you shouldn't do it at all.
Right.
But we think we can, you know.
Yeah.
But I was just in the car with the car on and kind of blacked out of nowhere. And they arrested me and went to Santa Ana jail for the night. And I kind of came to in the jail and was just like, oh my God, like, how did I end up here? Yeah. I was just crying my eyes out, like wanting my mom, like all the girls in there hated me, told me to shut up, you know, like I did not do good there.
Yeah, you don't want to cry in there.
No, apparently not.
No.
Yeah. It was a very, very long, cold night.
Yeah.
And
I've been there.
yeah. I was like, I don't know how people live like this. I was like, I feel like a dog right now.
God, on that slab.
And then what they do is too,
awful.
like if you're like coming off of, you know, whatever, or you're still blacked out or you want to sleep and you're like in this cold ass room with like steel doors but like windows and they can like see in, right? And if you do fall asleep for a second, it's like they open the door and then slam it shut and it just goes bang. And you just like wake up and you're like, fuck, I'm in jail.
I'm
This
still in jail.
Sucks.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do more than a night in there. I was
So
like,
that wasn't that one night in jail was enough?
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it scares me for a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't stay sober after that. I stayed dry for about like 2 months. And then I went on like a 3-day blackout. And then I had this moment at home. I came home from the hospital again and was just like withdrawing super bad, like throwing up blood. And I looked around and like I could just tell my mom was fed up with me. Like my brother was just used to this shit at this point. And just, I don't know, the look on their faces and how it became normal to them. I was like, this is bad. Like that they're used to this now, you know? And I was 23 at the time. And then God just kind of said to me, like, you don't have to keep living like this. Like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? And that was the first time I heard God in a really long time. So that was the first time that I picked up the phone and called treatment and just took the first place that would take me in the soonest.
Yeah.
And did a month again, you know, nothing crazy or different that happened. Like, I hate when you go in and they're like, what are you going to do different this time?
Me too.
I'm like, oh my God, like, just shoot me.
I'm fucking here.
Yeah.
That's
I
different.
called this time.
I called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do different this time?
Fuck. No.
Are you really ready? Are you going to surrender? Are you fully surrender? Are you willing?
Why are you here? Who are you here for?
I never ever say that.
God.
It was the worst question every time. Because, like, I kept doing everything they told me to do. You know, I got the sponsor. I did the steps. I went to the meetings. I would just, like, get bored. I don't think I was quite ready to give up the chaos yet.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see that I was, like, in a weird way addicted to the chaotic life. And, like, I would get bored. But really, like, it was just life got too still and I didn't know, like, how to be comfortable in that, you know? But either way, I think I really just needed a consequence because my parents would always, like, not enable me, but, like, cushion my falls.
Yeah.
And I was just at the end, like, begging for a consequence. Like, just let me, like, fuck up my life a little bit so that I, like, have the motivation to get back up for real, you know?
Right.
So that just like really helped me. I did the month, and then I went to Sunset with Stephanie.
Yeah.
That's how I know Stephanie.
Okay.
I did like 5 months there, which I never stayed in treatment that long. At this point, I was like just doing stuff that I hadn't done yet. So like going to an all women's program, that was the first time I did that. I was just like, I have nothing to lose at this point.
Right.
And I didn't trust myself at all. Like, and I would always run home, like first chance I got, like if I got a bad roommate or someone that snored, I could always just go home. It was 20 minutes away, and my parents would trust me after like a month of being sober. So it was super easy for me to just fall back into like the dysfunctional home because it was comfortable. So yeah. And I just got 18 months. So that's like a new record for me. And I honestly haven't had one craving or one temptation to drink, which is huge.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of drinker were you? Did you drink by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I would party, but I've only been to like 3 bars in my life, probably. And I always woke up with a lot of anxiety, and I would always wake up like I had pissed myself. I would always pee myself after a certain point, which is super embarrassing. But I remember someone said that in a meeting, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not the only one that would piss myself every time I drank.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Why,
that made
you've
me
done it
feel
No,
before?
I wasn't a drinker, but I'm just saying she's not.
Yeah.
No, that happens a lot.
Yeah. Like I was saying, my body just like couldn't process it.
Did you ever
the
work
same.
in detox?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I only drank alone because the way that I would drink, I knew I was most likely going to black out, and I could never tell when the blackout was coming because I'd be completely fine 1 minute, and then next minute there'd just be like a glaze over my eyes, and I would literally pass out and then piss myself. And then I didn't want to do that in front of people, you know? I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
It just doesn't sound fun.
No.
You know?
No.
When you actually say it like that.
Yeah. No, it's not fun.
But when you're in it, it's like all we know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird to think like how addicting it is.
Yeah.
Were you
know?
a daily drinker?
Yeah. Yeah. When I would drink, I wouldn't be able to stop unless like my parents somehow were able to hold me down in the house without getting booze, or if I went to treatment. That's why I went to treatment so many times. But it would usually not last that long. Like it would take me 5 days to end up in the hospital usually. But I would drink like either if I was drinking wine, I liked wine. I would drink like 4 or 5 bottles.
Jesus, that's a lot.
And
Right.
That's a lot.
Like one bottle of wine
You kidding me? 1 glass.
gets you drunk?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Half a glass. Fuck yeah. Wine especially, bro.
Yeah.
Today,
Well,
half
wine,
a glass.
like a bottle of wine is like 6 is the equivalent to like 6 beers,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know.
Maybe 8.
I just look at the percent on the wine
Higher the
bottles. That's
better.
how I would choose my
Oh,
wine.
so the higher
Yeah, good
percent.
for
Yeah.
you.
I would always get like at
Good for
least
you.
13.5.
Smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's way more.
That's way more, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 bottles. That's a
Yeah.
good night.
Did you have like and not to glorify, but did you have a type of wine that you like a color, like
13%.
At first it was red,
red versus
and then it was white
versus
because I felt like red was more acidic and would mess up my stomach more.
yeah.
I mean, I've got the worst stomach issues now because of my drinking.
yeah.
Like really bad acid reflux from all the drinking I did. My other favorite drink, like in high school, my nickname was Chug Chug, because I could chug any bottle, and like it would always amaze like the guys, especially like to see this little blonde girl like chugging 151. That
Oh,
was my
man.
favorite.
See,
alcohol.
151 is the only alcohol that ever put me into a blackout. I drank it one time, and I ended up in the hospital with a 0.4 or a 0.37, something like that.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
It was bad, and I didn't know. I kind of like the first time you drank. So like I poured the 151 into a cup. It was like like that big,
Yeah.
and I drank it, and I was like, man, I'm not feeling nothing. So then I pounded another one. Next thing I know, I was fucking gone.
Yeah.
Gone. I got on. I had one of those little. And I was like 15 years old. I had one of those little Honda Elite scooters, and I got on it, and I took it off the kickstand, and I went to go drive away, and I hadn't even started it. Put my feet on, and I just went, bam, smacked my head.
That's fucking funny.
And this was back before, like, there was no helmet law back then. We just rode that shit with. So I ended up in I don't remember any of it. I remember waking up in the hospital, like, and I started swinging at the security guard that was in the room, and then they had to tie me down to the bed.
That's the worst.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
That's not fun.
My parents were like, and my parents never drank.
Okay.
So like, they were having a party, like, and they had this like Christian musicians over at our house, like really like famous Christian musicians on the night that this happened. These people were all praying over me.
Oh,
and
no.
they were like they were asking me like what are you on? And I was so drunk I couldn't talk, right? So I'm like, I was probably trying to tell them I was drunk, and they were like, and I said, drunk, and they said, shrooms, he's on shrooms. So they rushed me to the hospital.
Oh my God.
They thought I was on shrooms. It was not a good night.
Oh, it's a good time.
That's
though,
And
hilarious.
my parents were very naive about, like, you know, alcohol and addiction and all of that stuff, and I was able to hide it really well for a long time in high school. I mean, I don't think they knew that I used meth every day from 9th grade until I stopped when I was like 22 years old.
Damn.
23.
So very functioning.
Well, no, they actually at 18, that's when they knew. I become not functioning at that point. And life was, you know, spiraled out of control for the next like 5 years. I spent like 3 years in the county jail, and I was in and out.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. 3 years?
Couldn't do it.
Can you imagine? Fuck, neither could I, man.
Most people are like, you should have just went to prison or something. And I was like, you know, I never wanted to go to prison, though. Like, that prison actually scared me.
I don't really understand the difference, honestly. Like, I don't know.
I think one's more long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything over a year, you typically go to state prison.
Okay.
Anything less than a year, you just stay local, right? Like, so if you get arrested in Orange County, you stay in the Orange County. So you could like do your whole sentence at in Santa Ana.
Okay.
And it's not as violent or.
Yeah.
I think I've heard like some of my patients talk about prison being better. Like they preferred to just go to prison.
Yeah, people that have been to prison say it's just more of a, you know, an environment that's I guess easier to do because you're not just stuck in a dorm all day with like 50 other people or stuck in a 2-man cell with, you know, a roommate, and you only get a certain amount out. So I think that the time goes by faster.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. It's more violent though, for sure.
I've only seen like TV shows about that stuff.
So I don't really have an experience with prison, so I can't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky you.
Thank God.
Yeah, fucking.
I was on my way there a couple times.
Have you been to prison?
No, fuck, never. No, I would not survive.
I think he's done a day in the county jail, maybe, right?
Yeah.
In Canada.
In Canada.
Okay.
Did you know he was Canadian?
Yeah.
Eh?
No.
Yeah, I did jail in Canada.
I could see it now.
Yeah, week
Like
here,
hear
week
it.
there, but
You can hear his accent once.
A little
I
bit,
say
yeah.
that. He says process.
yeah, no bueno. Jail is no bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fun.
Even in Canada?
Fuck no.
I mean, that's
no
the
place. No place.
I feel like Canada can't be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Canada.
right.
Everybody's
Should be nicer.
everybody's nice in Canada.
No.
You got the Canadian mounted police. They ride like horses, right?
Still ride horses.
They still ride
Still
horses. They probably feed you good.
No. Bologna sandwich.
Bologna?
I remember when they used to come around and do the check. I would do jumping jacks naked in the window.
That's really weird. Why would you do that?
Just because I wanted to be funny with the guards.
They didn't think that was
They
funny.
didn't like
they
that.
probably were thinking about putting you in like the crazy
More than likely,
spot.
yeah. This was on day 3 or something. I was acting out.
How long were you in there?
Like 7 or 8 days.
Oh wow.
It was good. Not good. Not good.
Did you get a bologna sandwich when you were did your overnight?
I think I did.
They're
I
really
remember them
disgusting.
throwing me like a sack lunch.
A sack lunch, yeah.
In the middle of the night or like in the morning. I didn't know what time it was. I felt like I was there for way longer than I was. And then my little brother picked me up, which was super. Well, actually, my little brother and my mom pulled up because my mom like always knew when something was wrong. She pulled up with my brother right when I was getting arrested. So they saw me on the hood of the car getting arrested. My mom was like, I was actually relieved. And I was like, I bet, I finally, like, she's getting some sort of consequence. So I think she was scared for me. And I was super embarrassed that my little brother had to see that.
Yeah.
But, he's always been super supportive no matter what. But
And did you say he's 4 years younger than you?
Yeah. So he's turning 21 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he's never drank?
No, he's drank
Oh,
for
okay.
sure. But he's just never taken it too far, I
Right.
guess you could say. He's more of a weed kind of guy, like my dad.
Yeah.
My dad smokes pot all day, every day.
All day?
Yeah. He's tried to get me to smoke weed, like, while I've been sober.
Like in this last 18 months?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He likes cooking brownies and stuff. Yeah. Weed's never been my thing. It just makes me super paranoid.
Have him bring us a tray. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Macadamia nuts in there?
If she ever brings brownies,
I'll take some.
I'm not having any. I don't think Michelangelo's in the program.
Michelangelo and I'll have some brownies.
Take over the team. Oh, I'll try.
All right.
All right.
Bring some Haagen-Dazs. We'll do a...
Are you not in the program? Okay. Cool.
He's like, he says he's a normie.
I say, yeah.
He used to smoke
Say
crack,
that.
though. It's
Yeah.
like weird, right? He used to smoke crack on a daily
You're
basis.
one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he's like, I just stopped. I went to rehab.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything for 5 years, and
Yeah.
now I'm just a normie.
Yeah. 10
All
years
right.
later.
Hey, it happens.
It
I've heard
happens.
of it.
They
15
talk
years
about it
now.
in the
No
Alcoholics.
judgment here.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
talk about it in the Alcoholics Anonymous book. My hat is off to you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
You don't wear hats.
No, I don't. But my hat is off to you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. I think that's why I was always so pissed off that, like, I'm glad I didn't do like heroin or anything like that, but I was mad that my drug of choice was alcohol because it was like the most common one. Like, people think, like, in the beginning of my sobriety, like, I would go to bars every now and then and like go on dates with normal guys, and they would be so confused on why I didn't drink. And I'm like, you just don't want to see that, trust me. Like, they just didn't know, like, they didn't understand it unless they had
Unless they were into a real black note and peeing on themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which most people
Definitely
aren't.
don't want to do that on a first date.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
And
It's
that's
definitely happened, though.
And
I'm not going to lie.
can you mark that one for her TikTok?
I'm just being an open book here,
good.
you know?
Thank you.
Seriously.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because you know what, there's a girl.
Oh,
out
guaranteed.
there. There's a girl out there
Yeah.
that currently this is happening to,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna hear this podcast and she's gonna be like, "Holy shit, I can actually turn my life around."
Yeah.
That's what I love about like the diversity of our guests. Right, we have so many come in. Like, and did you ever meet Peter when you worked here?
I don't know.
The compliance guy. He's
seen him around.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him that well.
So he had never told us. He's been in Alcoholics Anonymous for 4 years, and he had never told his story outside of Alcoholics Anonymous. Nobody knew in his life, except for people really close to him, knew that he was an alcoholic.
Wow.
And he told his story. His story like blew up. It was like one of our first podcasts too. It's like blown up.
Yeah, I have to watch that one.
Yeah. So, but it's like his story is different because like his story touches business professionals and people that were functioning alcoholics. Like, I'm not those things.
Yeah.
I'm a non-functioning drug addict. And you know, my story probably gives hope to people that are really, really sick. You know, that have never had a job, that are trying to sell drugs but suck at it, or, you know, or whatever. You know, I hope that my story offers hope that you can pull out of that. You can become successful and live a life beyond your wildest dreams and have a sense of peace inside.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like have a sense of being comfortable, because I don't like being comfortable, because I don't think that there's any growth in comfortable situations or when you're comfortable in life, because like for me, being clean and sober is much more than just being clean and sober. I'm striving to do better and become better and, you know, build my life. And
yeah, but even when you are comfortable, you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, like getting up at 3 a.m.
right.
Doing
Or going
weights,
and doing a cold plunge.
Doing
Yeah.
whatever you want to do to put obstacles in your way to get better, bigger
Yes.
and better. That's your
Right.
goal every day.
Every day.
Every
single day.
Yeah.
That is my goal.
Yeah. That's what I love about sobriety, because I wouldn't be doing like stuff like this or.
Well, it's a mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
not even call it sobriety. It's a mindset you have now.
Yeah. True.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
That's why
It's
That's why I wasn't mad at you when you quit your job here. Not at the Hopeaholics. She never actually worked for the Hopeaholics, but she did work for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
My first job in treatment, and I loved it.
Yeah.
You got a great team here.
Well, you did. You were a fantastic tech too. So I mean, I was a little bummed,
Yeah.
but when you told me what you were doing, I mean, how could I be mad?
Yeah.
What was that?
So here's the thing. I got hired in business development,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't even know what that was. I was like, my boss explained it to me, and I'm like, I still don't know what this is, but okay, let's do it. You know, it paid a little bit more, and it was something new, and it was something that scared me. So I just
Good for you.
said, run it, you know, but I ended up not really liking it. I gave it a couple months, but to me, I felt like I was basically like trying to sell treatment to other treatment facilities. You know, I wasn't with patients at all. It was just a bunch of people kissing each other's ass, kind of.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like going to foo-foo lunches
Yeah.
and talking about how great, like,
Their
everyone
treatment center
is,
and how much.
and I'm like, at the
all
end
these
of the
things
day,
that they do, all these
That's
specialized
crazy.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
that shit.
oh, it drove
Fuck
me
me.
nuts. I was like, I don't know how, I don't like it. But
No one
at the end
does.
of the day, like, I've been to at least 15 different places for treatment, right?
Yeah.
They all do the same shit.
Right.
I think it comes down to the staff.
Yeah.
That's what makes a difference, you know? And that's the only thing I remember from each treatment center, not like the outside stuff you would do. You don't remember that. You remember like the people that were there that made a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to get
So.
lucky.
Yeah.
You need a
There's
little bit
always somebody though at every treatment. So, I mean, I've never been to a treatment center that like there was nobody that stuck out to me, but the treatment centers that really did it for me, there was somebody that was like brutally honest, which is what I needed to hear. I needed somebody to tell me the truth. Like, you really think that's a good idea, Chad? You think that leaving here after 15 days is going to work for you?
Yeah.
You know, or you think that this getting in a relationship with somebody at this rehab is a great idea, Chad?
Yeah.
It's never been a great idea. Everything that this person, and I went to the same this rehab a couple of times, and I do have a daughter from a relationship in this rehab. But it's like everything the lady said to me ended up at the end of the day being true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I just couldn't control myself back then. So what do you do now?
I do admissions mainly. And then I also do like some groups, kind of do whatever they need me to do.
Same place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like it. I love admissions specifically because I really like being the first one to hear people's story, you know, asking them all the questions. I don't know. I really enjoy it. And then I get to be like one of the first people to meet them when they come in. So they always feel like comfortable with that. Like, hey, I've talked to you already. Like, it's good to meet them in person. And I never really got that when I was going to like bigger treatment centers. Like the person that would have to ask me all the questions on the phone, I would never see them, you know? So it was always kind of scary. But like having that makes me feel good about what I do.
Right.
You know?
They do like it's Taryn or Lauren, and they do their intake as well.
Oh,
you know?
good. Yeah, that's good.
Zach.
Yeah. Sometimes though they'll be doing it for like pillars, and they might not ever see them.
Yeah.
Or Ken Seeley, but yeah, that happens at Ken Seeley as well.
Yeah, I think it makes difference.
It does. They that way they like know. I actually want to. Me personally, I want to podcast all of the admissions team and the clinical team, and put it on the website so that they have a little like, and not a full podcast, not like this, but just a kind of like an introduction to who the person is and what their job here is, and that way when people come in, they know them. Like I'll go to, if I go downstairs, everybody knows me. They're like, hey, you're Chad, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, I watched a video of you. Or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then it makes me feel really awkward because you know, I don't know what they think.
Because you ran out of pictures and autographs?
No. I'm just really super like shy and awkward. Like I'm socially awkward.
Me too.
So it's
yeah, when I was here, I never really talked to you. Like I only saw you a couple times, and then like I didn't know if I should say hi or not. I wasn't sure because I don't know.
didn't say hi.
Probably. I usually let other people say hi to me
I'm
first.
socially awkward. I don't say hi to people.
That's okay though.
I mean, I try to remember too, but like I just like get weird, so I don't. And I think the people think something different about me.
Yeah.
Like they might think that like
a little snotty.
Yeah. I think that sometimes people think that.
Yeah.
Why
does he always just look down as he walks by us? He's never making eye contact. What's his problem?
I don't know what's going to happen when I make eye contact. I don't know what's going to happen when I make eye contact.
Might have to start a conversation or something. God forbid they say hello to me.
Talk to me and then I don't know what to say.
Good times.
Oh, and you know,
so anyone listening out there, you see Chad in the hallway, say hi purposely.
Yeah, just say hi.
Just say hi.
You can make me feel awkward.
That's
I don't
funny.
care. Like I actually don't care. I mean, I don't care if I get put in an uncomfortable situation or an awkward situation. It's just like I've learned to embrace the fact that I am kind of awkward. You know, I'm shy. That's okay. But I also hope that people can learn that you can be a full-on introvert and be shy, and you can be successful
and happy,
and you can be happy. Yeah. You can stop worrying. Like I don't worry about what people think about me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I put myself in situations that like we went to this event, right? And next thing you know, they were like, hey, you guys are, first they said, Shane, you know you're speaking tonight. Shane just like was like, what? I'm speaking? And he starts marching around, and they were like, okay, you both are gonna come up. And I was like, oh, we don't really like to public speak. Do you have like a microphone and a table with headphones?
Right? We can just look at each other and talk?
And talk to each other and not to the whole crowd.
Shit.
So, but I did it, right? And I was super nervous, and I was super awkward, and I started to sweat a little bit. And
I was dabbing his.
He wasn't.
I was dabbing his.
I knew I was gonna sweat, so I like went into the bathroom and I grabbed like a whole bunch of the toilet paper and I put it in my pocket and I put it in my hands so my hands wouldn't sweat.
Yeah,
I do stuff like that.
That's good. That's all right.
I had a business meeting yesterday, and like I got a little bit nervous right before the people showed up, and I ran into the bathroom, and I didn't have to go in the bathroom. I had Kleenex in my office. And I grabbed a Kleenex. I grabbed 2 of them, one for each hand. I put them in my pocket.
So your palms get sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my head will sweat too, and that's really embarrassing. Like that's embarrassing. You know, it just like
gets a little shiny. That's
it
all.
starts to drip.
No, it'll drip.
It beads up.
Really?
Yeah.
It beads up and drips.
You know how you said
that's what hats are for.
When I don't look good in hats. That's maybe a beanie.
Yarmulke.
Oh yeah, I'm not Jewish.
That's okay.
They don't allow.
I allow you. I give you permission.
Are you
wear the kippah?
Are you Jewish?
You know who you sound like?
Through and through.
You sound like Seth Rogen.
Do I?
Have you got that before?
He's Jewish also.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
You totally sound like
Do
Seth
I?
Rogen.
Thank you.
All Jewish people sound the same. Am I allowed to say that?
I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't want to piss anybody
You're fine.
off.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't offend you.
No,
right?
it didn't offend me at all. But we know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So but I say offensive things to you sometimes. So.
No, you really don't.
Okay, good.
Do you?
I don't know. You offend me sometimes.
No, I never do.
Nev-
Fuck
never?
that.
Okay.
No. Well, maybe sometimes in my thoughts.
You even laugh like him.
Now I'm not going to laugh. Wow. So you have clients now.
Mm-hmm.
You do admissions. You like
Yeah.
the front lines, the
Yep.
crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love when they cry.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that.
No. I always
Shane
like
does
asking.
admissions too.
I get really uncomfortable when people start crying.
I always ask, how's your day?
They're like, dude, I'm calling you right
I
now.
know.
My day sucks. Like it sucks. This is like one of the worst days of my life.
Always is. But my golden groups, like I used to do groups also. I went back and went to school and blah, blah, blah. But I used to always say, judge myself. If I couldn't make the clients cry in group, I wasn't doing my thing. You know?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
We're not even close to
No,
done.
we're not.
Oh,
we have
no.
No,
we
we're
have
not.
we
Yeah,
have
you
like
guys go for like,
2 hours.
that's a long time.
Oh Jesus Christ! What is it? What is that?
Tooth. No, water bottle.
Because you know why we go so long?
Why?
Because you never know what's gonna when the good stuff's gonna come out.
We get hot 40 minutes in. Takes us 30. We're old. You know, it takes us
Speak
a minute
for
to warm.
yourself, dude.
Takes me a minute to warm up, get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
You know, start to get talkative, get comfortable. What are you
Okay.
doing today on a daily basis?
On a daily basis?
Yeah, to stay positive.
I mean, I still go to meetings.
Every
I have
day?
no. I go like a couple times a week. Yeah.
Who says that she stays positive?
I know. That threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, that's
I was just
I was like-
assuming.
I try to stay positive.
Okay, so what do you do to try to stay positive?
It's all about your perspective on things, your mindset.
Wow.
ooh beautiful.
Yes,
that is
That's it. Right there.
Perspective is reality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's everything.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
really is. That's
It's
what I-
actually the only thing that you have to change when you go to treatment.
yeah.
But the problem is, here's where the problem lies. It takes a lot of work to truly change your perspective.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
tell people that all the time too. I was like, you could either make this the worst 30 days of your life or the best.
are the
And
best.
it's all up to you.
Yeah,
You know?
mark that because that's actually good. You can make this the worst 30 days or the best 30 days of your life, Michelangelo. Well, I'm gone in Italy. This will be the best 15 days of your life or the worst 15 days of your life.
It's gonna be the worst because I'm not gonna be podcasting.
Shane's not. I don't know what Shane's gonna do, so I'm leaving for Italy next week on Wednesday.
Oh, that sounds nice.
G keeps telling me to stop telling people when I'm gonna be gone.
It's true. Because I'm going to sleep in your bed. I'm going to try on all your clothes. You're not going to know.
You won't
I'll leave
fit in.
crumbs.
He'll
I'll
be-
leave crumbs on the
Could you
counter.
imagine if he's his 6'5" frame?
Right.
tried to
In
put
this
on-
little, in a tank top shirt.
Yeah.
Mark that. Joking.
Don't mark that.
Thanks. Little.
It was.
late.
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't
But
funny.
it's something else.
No, it wasn't that.
It
either.
wasn't that bad. So, back to that actual reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do? Do you have a routine at all? Are you a
Um,
routine person?
You know, I'm still working on it. And I think that's okay. You know, I really compare myself a lot to my boyfriend, which is bad because I shouldn't compare myself. But he is 6 years sober and he's
Big
very,
difference.
very disciplined.
Yeah, big difference.
He
though.
goes on a 5-mile run every other morning and goes to the gym on the days in between. And I get up at like 5:30 every morning just naturally. I've always gone to bed early, woken up super early, but I'll just watch TV, you know, do my makeup, kind of chill before I have to go to work. And then after work, I'll hit a meeting if I feel up to it.
Mhm.
Or now I'm doing yoga at Core Power. So that's been good for me for sure because
Yeah.
I was like, I need some sort of physical exercise because I feel like a lazy piece of shit compared to you, you know? But it's hard because, like, I'm lucky because like I don't look super out of shape, so it's hard for me to feel super motivated to go to the gym or like go on a run because I'm like, I don't look that bad. I could get away with this, you know. But it's the mental aspect that I need.
The mental.
Yeah.
It's the mental.
I need the discipline, and I know I'm gonna feel better after I go work out. So why aren't I doing it? You know. So I'm definitely working on that.
You're up early enough to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I know.
Just wanted to point that out.
I know, but I don't know why. I would rather work out after work for some reason. I just kind of like my alone time and the calmness in the morning.
I talk myself right out of going to the gym if I don't work out before I work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't really need to go.
Yeah.
I ate pretty good today. I don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then I start skipping. And then I lose my discipline. I have to be disciplined. I'm super disciplined. I'm a very disciplined person.
That's good.
Like I get up at 3 a.m.
3?
Yes.
How long do you work out for?
Well, I do my my morning routine of my prayers and my meditation.
Okay.
And then I
just always think makeup in the morning for you. I don't know why.
What?
Every time you tell me you do your workout, your preparation, I'm thinking makeup. I don't know. Just first thing that comes to my mind, you put on makeup.
I don't.
I know you don't. I'm just saying that comes to my mind all the time. I'm trying to lose it. I know.
Well, hopefully you saying it out loud will help you
get rid of it.
Yeah.
See the big smile on my face?
Because I read the Jesus Calling book if that's what you want.
That's a good book.
Yeah. I do Jesus Calling, and then I screenshot it and I send it to. I probably shouldn't say that because I'm like stealing it. But then I send it to my wife and my oldest daughter, and then I pray. I do my prayers. And then I do some social media posts because I've got to drink my coffee before I go, and then I have to shave my head or something. I like the days when I don't have to shave my head because then I'm just off to the gym. Then I work out. I work out for like an hour and 40 minutes, but it's like I do weights and then I do my cardio.
Yeah. See, I get bored at the gym. I get super bored. I'll go for like 15 minutes tops. And then I'll go in the sauna for like 5 or 10. Yeah. And I'm like,
pre-workout?
all right, that's enough. Yeah.
Really?
I drink Celsius every morning instead of coffee because coffee hurts my stomach.
Yeah.
It's just too acidic. So
and Celsius
pre-workout, no, it's not. I swear. I don't know if it's because it's carbonated or what.
Yeah.
I like bubbly stuff.
Okay.
Feels good on my stomach. But yeah, pre-workout really, I haven't found one that does it for me. I don't know if I'm like immune to caffeine at this point because I drink a lot of caffeine. But
I try this one called Frankenstein. It's pretty good. Scoop and a half. Whoa.
And you go before the gym?
Oh yeah.
He took a scoop and a half one time before a podcast.
Yeah.
And that one was really fucking annoying.
It was a good.
It was actually a good podcast though. That was
Yeah.
with Nikki, huh?
Yes.
We were both spun out because I drank that energy drink.
Yeah, we
from
gotta do that more often, bro.
drink energy
Matter
drinks.
of fact, after this,
You know what? Let's go have one right
go
now
get a
and then
Red
come
Bull.
back.
Let's.
we should.
We'll go get a Red Bull and we'll come back and finish this podcast. Huh? You got Celsius right here? We'll pour us all a cup.
Nice.
Let's do it. I need a little pick me up.
So while we're waiting on that, let's talk about go get those cups.
I got him. You relax.
So we the girl we were just talking about, Nikki, we were all spun out and and she had one of those Stanley cups, you know, the new Stanley cups with the straw and they fit in your car. And I was like, oh, so I don't know. We started talking about the Stanley cups, and he gets online and he goes to pull up the Stanley cup, and he has it right here, and the camera's on it and everything. And he pulls up the Stanley cup, and there's this mug
really?
with this big, not this mug, but a mug like this with a naked black guy on it.
Oh my god!
And like, that's what showed up, right?
Oh
and we're like all staring at it.
Oh my god!
And we're like, what the hell is going on? And Nikki was sitting right there. So she sent these
That's
cups
funny.
to us. So she was like, I couldn't find the other Stanley cups, so I sent you these.
That's funny.
So it was kind of funny. Those are Hello. Welcome back to the show.
Yay.
All right, Shane.
Oh, you want me to pour?
No, make Jordan pour.
I can pour. All right. I'm going to give myself a little more, though.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
fine.
I feel like
You
I need
need
it the most.
Yeah, of course. God, my wife says all the same stuff. I'll go first. I'll go first. Or if I'm walking up the stairs with the bowl of food and she only sees one spoon, she'll go, "Where's my fucking spoon?" You know, it's right here all the time.
You know what's funny is my wife, she literally we'll be out to dinner and I will have not even eaten all of my food. And then she starts putting her food on my plate and I'm like, "Babe, I'm like stuffed." I'm like, "Are you trying to like make me fat?"
Yes.
And then she said,
Cheers.
Cheers.
"This is like Joe Rogan."
Is it?
Yeah, Joe Rogan drinks with his people, his guests all the time.
Really?
Yeah, but they drink alcohol. She just pounded it. Are we supposed to do that?
This is good stuff.
I can't help it.
Wow.
It's just,
It's your style.
yeah, I guess
This is
so.
my first time having Celsius. Can we get a promotion, a sponsorship?
Oh my God, I would love one. I spend way too much money on energy drinks.
What do you think?
I like it.
It feels bubbly in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Celsius is my favorite probably right now because it just doesn't taste like very sugary.
Yeah.
And
Is it
it's-
sugary?
I don't think there's any sugar in it. Let's see.
You're the only
What?
one with the
The-
eyes. that
You're the
can
only one
see.
young enough
God.
to.
10 calories, 0 grams of sugar.
Zero, really?
Yeah.
How much caffeine?
I believe it's 200.
Oh
I should
man,
know.
200
Yeah,
milligrams?
200 milligrams.
How many cups of coffee is that right there?
4
4. So each had like a cup of coffee? That's not
at
bad.
least.
That's not bad.
If I think I really need it, I'll have one of those and 2 shots of espresso.
So, wow.
Yeah.
My daughter does like 4 shots of espresso in her.
Definitely need 2 scoops of Frankenstein. Yeah, maybe even. Yeah,
Does it make you tingly?
it does.
I like that.
It does.
That's how I know it's
It does
working.
make you
It's
tingly.
doing something,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah,
If
it
it
does.
makes me a little
It does.
itchy.
I don't know if it's itchy, but it makes you feel like I was wondering what that was this morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one this morning.
Did you go to the gym?
You know what happened this morning? I slept in and I missed my plunge. And I wasn't going to go. And then I called and the guy said, if you make it here in the next little while, you can still. And I just fucking, yeah, I did it.
So you went and did the plunge, but you didn't go to the
And
gym.
go to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah. I'll go after this.
interesting.
Yeah. Do an afternoon workout.
We have another podcast this
After
after.
After hours workout.
You guys do this all day?
No, we just haven't podcasted in like
Oh, okay.
all week because I had stuff going on.
Ah,
So we wanted to get 3 in.
gotcha.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I actually only thought we had 2. Those guys showed up. I forgot to put them on the schedule.
Yeah. They were good.
Huh?
They were good. Very informative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem cool.
For suits.
I couldn't figure out what they were, though. I'm like, this seems very serious. Like, they looked very professional over there on the
Very.
couch.
Yeah, it was
like
like
the
it was,
Men in Black, you know?
it was like too professional for a second for us.
Yeah.
We're
I
like,
was like, I dressed a little too casual, huh?
no, I'm in a hoodie.
Yeah.
That's my style on the podcast. I only wear dress clothes when I'm out there working.
Yeah.
But I only do it on Thursday now because we usually podcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
One or 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
It's all about content,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
How many TikTok followers do you have?
Like 60K.
60?
Yeah.
60?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't get that much like attention anymore. I don't really try as much anymore. But during COVID, I kind of was like, oh, let's try this TikTok thing out. And literally all my followers are like old creepy men, I'm pretty sure. So I feel like it doesn't really count. I had like one where I was in a bikini, it blew up a little bit. And
Yeah.
then that's where most of my followers came from.
Right.
It's just a bunch of older weirdos, you
Right.
know, commenting on my stuff. So
Perverts, man.
it
I-
looks good, but I don't
legally, I
know if
can't
it
say
really
anything.
counts.
Legally, I can't say anything. I haven't seen the picture. Swear to God.
Well, Instagram, I only have like 3,000 something.
Yeah.
But TikTok, it looks.
Wait a second. I lied. I think I did see the picture.
I
I
haven't.
can't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean on TikTok?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, I've
is
never seen.
videos,
I've never
though.
seen.
Oh,
her.
videos. Oh, so
Yeah.
I've never seen a picture.
I've never seen
No.
your TikTok before.
No.
Yeah.
No, but 60,000.
But I don't go on TikTok. We have a TikTok. I suck at TikTok, and I'm
Yeah,
basically the
me
one
too.
that runs the TikTok. I know how to do Instagram Reels really good. I'm pretty good at those, but like I don't like my 14-year-old. She's just like, she makes the coolest fucking videos.
Yeah. I feel like I'm too old to be on TikTok.
No,
Yeah.
you're like
I'm 25, and I feel like it's for, I don't know,
people under 25.
people like 21 and under. I feel like, I don't know. Some people are mean on there too. Some people tell me I look like I'm 47, and then other people tell me I look like I'm 18. So I get mixed comments on there.
Shane's got like 10,000 followers on his
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
He had like one or two of them. That
No one
blew
makes
up.
fun of me though.
That's
Well,
because
that's
it's none of his TikTok is him. It's all like motivational speakers
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that he's posted. But
I
yeah,
like those.
yeah,
Yeah.
we do that all
That's
the
what
time.
I do. No one wants to look at me in a fucking bathing suit.
No, they don't.
let's
No,
be
that's a
serious.
fact.
He saw me in shorts the other day, made fun of my fucking hairy legs.
Yeah, I was like, well, you got.
He says, "What are you doing down there, bro?" Like, what do you mean? He goes, "What do you do? What's on your legs?"
What do you think is more fun on so far? So you've been on for like almost an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it more fun when we just banter, or what do you think people want? What content do you think people want to watch?
Well, I think it depends what kind of audience you're looking for. If you're looking for more people in recovery, I think maybe you should take a little more of like, not a panel, I don't want to use that word, but like just getting people's stories, and then with a little bit of banter. And if
Yeah.
you're looking for like different kind of audience, maybe just banter,
Yeah.
with a little bit of sobriety.
We're
and
looking for
recovery.
all audiences.
Yeah, all
so,
of them.
so
Yeah.
both. And I think that's where like like the short reels come in.
Yeah.
Are very handy. I'm not super concerned about everybody watching the podcast from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about people joining the movement, and the movement is, we, why the podcast was started, right?
Yeah.
Because of and that's the movement, right? We all band together to force change. You
Yeah.
know? We can't just keep letting fentanyl just come ruin our country, ruin our youth. It's the number one cause of death in the United States
Yeah. It's awful.
for people 16 to 28 years old. So your age group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really sad. And a lot of us become, I don't want to say numb, but you've heard people say that before. Like
Oh yeah.
it becomes like almost normal. Like to hear of someone else passing every other week, it's like,
Yeah.
you don't even know how to feel anymore. You know,
Right.
You almost become like detached a little bit from grieving.
Yeah. I've been doing
Sad.
I've been working in this industry for 22 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen a lot of death, but I've seen a lot more the last 3 years,
Yeah.
like insane amount. Until it happened to like my family, I really was very immune and very detached, and it was,
Mm-hmm.
it was sad. But once it happened to Justin, I'm like in it now.
Yeah.
Like I'm in it for a whole different reason. I don't want this to continue happening to other families. His parents are, destroyed. That was their only child.
Wow.
My daughter's destroyed. She's struggling. You had a similar situation though. How'd you get through that?
Which situation?
You lost a boyfriend.
Oh,
Car accident, but
I don't even know. That took a really long time because I just felt so guilty, and I had seen his mom the next morning just fall on the street where he got hit. It was like down the street from the house, and she's like, "My baby, like, give me my baby back," or something in that context, and she like fell to her knees and was just like screaming his name, and it just fucking broke me. And I felt like they blame me because he was grounded at the time and like snuck out to see me. So I just took like, oh, it's all my fault, you know, like if he didn't even know me, like he'd still be here and he deserves to be here. And I don't even want to be here. So like I just wanted to switch places with him so bad because he was such a good kid and he was so young and had so much life to live. And I obviously had a lot of therapy about it, but I can truly just say it was probably time that healed most.
Right.
I used to not even be able to talk about it without like breaking down for years. And I was an emotional drinker. So I would bring it up like the next few years after it happened. It would come up a lot if I had enough to drink. And after a certain point, my sister would be like, oh my God. Or my boyfriend at the time would be like, oh my God, like stop talking about it. So I kind of learned to shut it off for a bit because I was like, okay, everyone's sick of hearing about me being upset about this and wants me to get over it. So I'm going to get over it, just shove it down. And then once I got back into treatment, I kind of opened that wound back up and worked on it. And I don't know, I think truly just time. And he's come up in a couple of my dreams. And I've had like signs here and there, and I truly think like he's in a good place, you know?
Yeah.
Knowing that puts me at peace a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that way. But my daughter has a lot of guilt. You know, I have a little bit sometimes because I knew things were going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't really, you know, and I could have forced him into. He would have went to rehab if I would have walked in there and been like, "Dude, you're going to fucking rehab today."
Yeah.
Like he would have gone, you know. So I do feel something, but I also believe that you know, there's when God is ready to take somebody, there's nothing that we can do to change that.
Yeah.
Like that day is already set,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes and he takes them home, you know. As sad as it is. What do you think?
I agree. I don't like it. I think that happiness is tough to find. You know, you got that empty void. You're filling it up with something, and yeah, man. I mean, when you're in it and it's a close family member, someone you love, it's almost fucking impossible to pinpoint it. And you're always saying to yourself, well, it's not that bad, it's not this, and it really wasn't. It really wasn't. You're talking about one little pill.
Yeah.
With some poison on it that fucked him up.
Right.
So when you think about it, like casual use of drugs today it's life or death.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just take a pill nowadays unless it's from a pharmacy, from a doctor. So, I mean, could you have pushed him into a direction? Sure, but what are those consequences? There's a whole slew of questions I would have go down that fucking road.
You know, and it's like that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like I try not to feel guilty.
Yeah,
about
you can't.
It, you know, because there's you know, you could say the same thing about Tony Marquez. He jumped into a wave down at what is that beach down there by the Ritz-Carlton?
I don't know.
Anyways, he jumped into a wave with Andrew. Do you know Andrew Marquez? He works here as well. Does a lot of our business development. His dad worked for me before he did. Dove into a wave, and Andrew dove into the same wave with him, and his dad never came up. He washed up about 5-7 minutes later down the beach. It's a really sad day.
Wow.
You know, and you think in your head, what if they would have just, you know, gone a different direction that day? But it's like that's the kind of stuff though when I believe that God takes people when it's his time to take them.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to change that. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So unfortunately. But and we don't know what his plans are or why he does that. We'll find out later. But I can tell you that something good is going to happen out of Justin's death, which is like this podcast and the Hopeaholics. And when I say like this podcast and the Hopeaholics, I'm not like my voice will be the first voice heard, but I'm not going to be the only person on this platform, nor is Shane down the road as we build this platform. It's going to be much bigger than that. And, we're going to be the voice for those people and those families and hopefully unite. Because if you look at America today, it's so divided, right? Politically, like you either are this way or you're that way, and you can't be friends with the people on this side if you're on this side, and it's really bad.
Yeah, that's what they want.
That's what they want. So I'm hoping that this podcast becomes even more than just, a voice for these people, that we all start to come together, because divided we're weak, right? Yeah. And that's what they want. But we all come together. We all start coming together. And that's why I try not to get political on this. It's hard sometimes because I am kind of political, but this is a bipartisan issue to me, and if we can all come back together and start to see the real truth, right? Not the lies that were being spread by both sides. I'll even admit my side spreads lies and mistruths and and anger. They spread anger. My side spreads anger. They both spread anger, though. But at the end of the day, we need to. No, I'm not.
You're hinting.
I'm not.
You are a little bit.
Why? Because I keep going which direction?
Hinting anger on one side, this on the
other.
other.
No, they're both angry. They're both angry.
Yeah.
Right, I know you. I'm just grinding.
They're both angry.
I could take a guess.
I mean, I'm a white male. I'm the epitome of what's wrong with America. Some people would say.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I think that I'm what's good in America. I'm not judgmental. I don't care what people believe or what the color of their skin is or their sexual orientation. I love everybody. I really truly do. And if people are hurting, and I love hurting people. I love people that are hurting and want to get better and they don't want to hurt anymore. Mm-hmm. That's what I love.
Yeah. I heard that wrong the first time he said that. I had to think about it for a second. I love hurting people.
Oh,
I was like,
no, I don't love hurting people. I don't want. Yeah, no. Yeah, I love people that are hurting.
Yeah, people that have been through shit.
Yeah, people that have been through shit and want to get out of that shit.
Yeah,
those are the people that I love. I don't want to hurt people.
Yeah, heal people.
I want to heal people. Yes, heal the hurt people. Don't mark that part. Because the way she heard it, a lot of people will hear it that way. Because that's how I said it.
That's funny. Yeah, I've noticed, like, especially since I got sober, like, I have a hard time clicking with people that haven't been through shit, People that have just kind of cruised through life with no issues. Like, great for them. Like, right. You should be very grateful for, like, not having to lose anyone at the age of, whatever, 25 or like not knowing anyone that has drug or alcohol addiction. But it's just harder to relate and like have real good conversations sometimes. Right. Or maybe it's just because I work in the industry now and I just am hearing crazy stories all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I'm surrounded by recovery now and I love it.
I think that we're going to take over the world, if you want me to be honest. There's more people that are starting to be in recovery than there are the general population of people that
or know someone very close to them.
Right.
And support that person.
Bring your mic closer to your face.
And support that person.
Mister, I keep my mic too.
Don't you ever tell me what to do again.
That and that's just the truth though. It's like you got to go through some shit to grow.
Yeah.
So like people who haven't gone through shit, I don't know. I just don't know if I can relate with them either.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom the other day. I went on a trip to Joshua Tree with her and my boyfriend, and she said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She's like, I feel like I failed, like she feels like she fails her kid. She failed her kids. And I was like, why? Like, I'm not too bad anymore. But I was telling her, I was like, honestly, if I didn't go through all the shit that I went through, I truly don't believe that I would be as like empathetic, caring, loving. Like, I feel like I would have gone to University of Arizona and been some spoiled brat if I wasn't an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I would be much different because I wouldn't have gone through all that pain, you know?
I've felt that exact same thing. Like, I've literally thought that same thing, that if I would have just been, because sometimes I think about it, I was like, what if I could go back in time, and do all the things that I wanted to do in high school? Like, I wanted to play football. I wanted to be an athlete. I wanted to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been a dick.
Yeah.
Or even worse, I would have been a douchebag. I would have been... No buts.
Well, hang on a second.
I would have never... The guy that I am today is because of all the fucking heartache and pain and shit that I've gone through.
I agree. But you got that pro football player that put himself into these real tough situations, worked like a motherfucker. Those are the one percenters, though. I'm not talking average community. I agree with what you're saying, but you have those one percenters that go to college, they work like sons of bitches, they put themselves through pain, they make it pro, and they've lived their dreams.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult.
Right.
I just want to put a shout out to those few people.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually those people that you're just talking about right now,
those
are not the ones that mommy and daddy paid for college.
I agree.
Those are the guys that were in the fucking
trenches.
Slums, in the trenches their whole life.
100%.
And they worked hard and they got that
100%.
scholarship and they didn't fuck up their life living in the fucked up places that they came from.
They got out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rarely do you hear the fucking polo player whose dad was the wealthy one.
Right.
Those guys are like, they pop their collar polo shirts and wear their khaki pants. And what are you wearing? Khakis.
Never liked khaki.
Yeah, unless they're Dickies and they're not cool khaki.
No.
In the khaki color.
Agreed.
You can't just wear like Dockers or something. It's got to be straight up Dickies.
Yeah.
And not the skinny jean ones. I'm sorry. Like, those got to stop. Boys have to
Well, they
stop.
showed the picture the other day.
Boys
I saw on
have to
Instagram.
stop
The
wearing-
guys are wearing the tight pants. Girls are wearing the baggy stuff now. It's crazy.
Yeah, my daughter, my 14-year-old, baggy pants. I'm like, whoa. I told my son he's going to be wearing baggy pants soon, but he just wears his school uniform all the time. He's all he cares about is school.
Yeah, my son's the same.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. Good for you.
Your son,
Cooper? Yeah.
Okay. Do you have two sons or one?
Just one.
Okay.
Two daughters, one son.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Same here. Not easy.
Cooper comes and plays basketball. I'm sure you've
Yeah,
seen
I
him down
remember.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He brings his friends from school.
Yeah.
And they come on like they right now, because since basketball season is over, they're like here every Tuesday night right now.
That's such a cool thing
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah.
Just come here whenever you want, play basketball with
Right?
the boys.
Yeah. And then we have a men's league that we play on Sunday night.
That Bobby and
Yeah.
does Tyler still do it or no?
No, he quit this season. He said he was going to take a season off. I don't know what that means. I think it means he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Shane quit too. I guess his wife was like, you can't come.
No.
You're doing podcasts all day long.
God.
You used to be home. Now you're fucking doing podcasts all day long. There's no way I'm letting you out with Chad on Sunday night too.
No, she pushes me out the door, bro. She wants me to go. I can't.
To the basketball?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we went in a 6'1" and under league, and you're like 6'4" or 6'5".
Oh, you changed the league?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody's short on my team this year. There's
Right.
like the tallest one is Andre, and he's like 6'2".
Yeah.
So
All right.
we're winning. We're gonna win another championship. I'm pretty
I'll
sure.
shoot for that.
It was kind of cool, like going and doing like this is the kind of stuff though that like you get to do in recovery. Like I got to win a championship, basketball in a men's league with my son.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was getting loaded.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was just a regular 49-year-old either. I
No.
would have been too out of shape
Way out of shape, bro.
to do that.
Yeah.
And see, that's the kind of stuff like that. Being an addict taught me to be, like have a mindset to achieve stuff and to become disciplined. You have to be disciplined to stop using drugs and alcohol, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I never thought about it like that.
Like for you to wake up this morning and be like, I'm not going to drink today. And to even not want to drink today.
Yeah.
That's a series of many days of discipline telling yourself that I'm not going to drink today. And eventually you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because your life is so much better now than it was.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. You got any more?
Stacking wins.
Stacking wins.
Stacking fucking wins day and night.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you something.
Go ahead.
What do you think changed? How long? You have quite a bit of time sober now, right?
Yeah, like 6 years, 7 years.
So your last time out, like what? I'm not going to say what's different. Not like that kind of question, but like what felt different this time?
I do. I know what the answer is.
Okay.
To that. And I'm going to tell you this. Should I tell the story or should I wait until? I'll tell my side of the story. Yeah. So, really what changed for me is, so on my last run, a lot of shit happened, which I won't divulge on the podcast for reasons, but I did get in a lot of trouble. And I got clean, and I met my current wife, and I stayed clean for a while. We got married, and then I relapsed, and she had never seen me like that. It scared her, and then I used for about a month, and then I got clean, and she stuck with me, and then we had a big wedding, and I ended up getting loaded right after that. And I went on like a 3-month run, and it was horrible. And when I finally got clean, she wasn't sure she was going to stay with me. And I was in rehab, and I was in there, and I was like, I'm doing this no matter what, whether she stays or goes. I used to do it for like other reasons, for like my ex-wife, or, you know, I kept trying to do it for my kids, and I was in so much pain, and I had fucking destroyed myself so bad. Like I looked like a zombie when I walked in, and I had like sores all over my body and my hands, and just I was like a mess. I was psychotic, and I finally realized that, man, I had hurt another person, and I don't like hurting people. And I was like, whether she stays or not, I have to do this, because I cannot put another human being through that, because I had put my ex-wife through that stuff, and now I had put her through it, and like I really loved this woman, you know, and I still do, but like at the time, like I really loved her, and I was like, I'm doing this no matter what, and I just. And she wouldn't take my phone calls. She wouldn't answer texts, nothing, right? And I just did it, and I was done. I was done hurting people, because every time I hurt people, I hurt myself so bad.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that anymore. And that was it. Like that is what changed. I finally like did it no matter what.
Solid answer.
Yeah. And life's been good. You know, it's not been easy. We've had a bumpy road ourselves, just trying to navigate life, and, you know, get through the pain that, you know, that I caused. And, but man, I can tell you what, we worked through so much shit, and she is like my best friend.
That's awesome.
You know, and she feels the same way. And like, it's like the most, to me, it's just like the most beautiful relationship that I've ever had. And I'm super grateful for that, for her sticking by my side, for me, working through my shit, because I had to do a lot of work to get to where I am. Because I had a lot of bad stuff from my childhood and bad stuff that I caused in my addiction. Because my addiction went a long time. It went from 13 to 23, and then from like 35 to 42. And from 35 to 42, it was like I was already the owner of Hope by the Sea, and I would get a little bit of time, and I would go out and I would just make everybody's life miserable. My mom, my dad, my coworkers, the ones that were close to me, and it was hard because nobody could really intervene because I had my own life. I had my own car. I had my own bank accounts. I had my own house. The only people that could really intervene on me was, and I say this, at the very end, I was rescued by the Orange County Sheriff's Department. And I took them on a wild goose chase.
Which we'll save for a later date.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah. And they didn't love me. They hated me. But 4 or 5 years later, I pulled up to the Starbucks in San Juan Capistrano, and 6 of them were standing outside. And I was with my wife, and we pulled up, and I was like, oh man. I was like, I was just gonna sit in the car, and now I'm gonna look suspicious if I don't get out, right? So I get out of the car, and I walk by them, and they say, hey Chad, how's it going? And I was like good. And I went in, got Donna got her Starbucks, and I came back out, and I walked up to the sergeant, and I said, you know what? I put you guys through a lot of shit, and I'm sorry. So I made my amends to them.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I said, I'm a changed man, and that'll never happen again. And that was it.
I wish I could see the guy that arrested me. I don't remember his name or anything, but I would like to say thank you to him for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people don't
He
realize
didn't like
that,
me
man.
at all.
And they're not nice. They're not nice when they're doing their job. And
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them for doing their job.
Yeah.
I used to I used to be like, I've gone through so many phases in my life. I used to be this like wannabe gangster, right? So I would try to have that street mentality, which does nothing for you, right? Nothing. Like, don't be a rat. Don't talk to cops. We hate cops. Fuck the cops. Like, that's how I used to think. I mean, I don't like motorcycle cops still. I'll admit that.
They're the worst.
They always
All
show
they
up.
do is pull you
They
over.
always
Their
show
job
up.
is to give
Yeah.
you a ticket. They have their little guns,
Yeah.
and I'm always driving fast. And then I'm like, damn it. I try to hit my brakes. I've beat my last 2 tickets, though.
Not a police cop though. They show up. Not a biker cop. They always come to court.
Mine didn't.
Didn't he? Oh, you got lucky.
Yeah, I got a guy.
Yeah.
His name is like the OC. His website's like his name's Scott Ball.
Scott Ball, OC Ball.
Yeah, do you know him?
I do know him.
Scott, do you know Scott Ball?
I do know him.
It will get you off of your ticket. He will try his hardest, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what he does? I don't know what he does.
I don't know what he does either. He's
I don't want to
5 for
say it
7
on the
for
pod.
me.
I don't wanna, he's what?
5 for 7.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. So if you ever get a ticket,
Good to know.
Scott Ball.
Okay.
BAHL.
B-A-L-L.
Is it BALL?
Yeah, B-A-L-L.
It is like a ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a regular ball. So
Regular
that's my
ball.
story. I'm going to sit on my podcast and tell my story one day.
Okay.
And I'll probably just let loose that day
Yeah.
and just say, screw it. There's just certain reasons why I don't say a few things. That just seems suspicious when I say it like that.
Yeah, it just did. It did a minute ago. But you painted yourself into a fucking corner.
Right, I know. It's
Like now we're just waiting.
yeah. Like,
You kill somebody?
maybe.
Run over someone and not telling us?
No. I've never killed anybody.
Wow,
That's good.
I killed a cat
You did?
by accident.
Oh my
I've never
God.
shared this really. So I was.
This isn't the forum for you to come out and finally, tell it to.
All right, forget about it.
confession
Then. You're
booth.
right. You're right. Forget it.
No, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No, let's go.
So I saved these 2 cats from the Humane Society,
Uh-huh.
and one cat was sick, had some cardio stuff going on, so I had to take him in the shower and steam him every day. So I would hold him in the shower and steam him every day, right? So 6 months goes by, cat will not leave me alone. I'm a little fucked up with a friend and a girl, and we're fighting, and the cat's still following me around, right? And she's screaming, I'm chasing her, the cat's chasing me. She goes into the bathroom, she slams the door. I say, don't slam the fucking door. I open the door, I slam the door. The door doesn't slam, it doesn't shut. I slam it again. Broke that little cat's neck.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, the little cat was on the ground.
We might need to edit that.
Little cat, little cat was on the ground.
Because
Oh,
there's like
no.
a few people you don't want to piss off. You don't want to piss
Going
off
like this.
PETA.
Going like this.
Yeah, Shane.
Going like
You
this,
don't wanna
fluttering.
No.
Fluttering nose, bloody. I tried to put the neck back together.
Awful.
So I grabbed the torso and I grabbed the neck and I went like this. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. No, did not
No
work.
response.
No response. The cat's still kind of going like this. So I had nice hardwood floors. It just had been waxed, and my buddy was in the living room, right? I said, bro. And I slid the cat 20 feet down the hallway. And I said, you got to do something with the fucking cat. Okay, so he takes the cat down to the disposal. So we take the cat down, we wrap it up, and we put it on the garbage. About an hour later, I say, bro, are you sure the cat was dead? I swear to God, this is how fucked up I was. I made him go downstairs and confirm the death of the cat. He never came back. To this day, I've not seen my buddy.
Oh my God.
That's how crazy he thought I was. Disappeared on me.
Yeah, that's what crack will do to you.
Yeah,
Man. That's
that was
the moral of this story.
Don't do
is
crack.
Don't do
Yeah.
crack, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then that shit doesn't
Wow,
happen.
crazy night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we end it on that?
No, I want to find something positive and end it on a positive note. I mean, we're wrapping it up. We're coming to the end. We should all go
I
around
got
the room.
something.
Oh, you got
Tell us.
something?
Yeah. Something I wanted to make sure I said. Not that it's something super profound, but I know there's a lot of chronic relapsers in Orange County. You know, people get used to going from place to place. And people will ask me, like, not what did I do different, but what kind of changed, like, in order to stay sober this time? Besides, like, you know, staying in treatment as long as possible for the accountability, stuff like that. I had a really big problem with identifying, like, with the person I was in my addiction. And I had to smash that because, like, I hated myself so much. And I didn't really hate myself, but I hated who I was when I drank. And I just, like, couldn't let go of that. And I think a lot of addicts and alcoholics are really hard on themselves. And I think we don't talk enough about, like, self-love. And I feel like that was the game changer this time around, was really separating, like, the person I was in my addiction and the person I am, like, truly at my core. And, like, kind of learning about, like, who I really am. Who do I want to be? What morals, what values do I want to live up to? That's what really was the game changer this time, I think. Was forgiving myself for all the things I did when I was a drunk and focusing on who I want to be.
Yeah. That's actually that's the ticket.
Yeah.
That's even the ticket for, like, normal people.
For sure.
That you have to forgive yourself for yesterday. You know, the beauty of being an addict and an alcoholic is we have a program of 12 steps, so we can, like, really come and forgive ourselves, right? Normal people don't, and that's why I think that we're able to grab this mindset. But I want everybody I want normal people that are hurting, that have never done drugs and alcohol, to, like, be able to forgive themselves.
Yeah.
And be able to have this mindset to move forward to become the best version of themselves, you know, on a daily basis. And that takes work. It also takes like the type of shit that people feed their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feed my mind negative stuff anymore, you know, except for Game of Thrones. I'm still kind of stuck on that. But other than that, like it's like I do stuff like instead of in my car, instead of like bumping gangster rap, because I'm really not gangster anymore. You know, I'm too old to be gangster. And this actually makes me sound old, but I listen to audiobooks. And I listen to audiobooks on like leadership and business and any motivation and self-discipline and at the gym I actually don't listen to music anymore. My favorite YouTube channel for the gym is called Motiversity, and it's just clips of motivational speakers. So for an hour every day, I Phil. I have a problem with that. Like I say pillow, like a Pellow, but it's actually a pillow. It's hard for me to say pillow. You guys are both looking at me like I'm an idiot.
I was doing it on purpose. I wasn't going to say anything.
But she kept looking at you.
Yeah,
and then
I saw her looking at me.
And
I was not looking at her on purpose, too. I was just looking at you.
It sucks because I can see both of you, right? And she's like looking at you, and you're looking at me like,
where's he going with this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I fill my mind with, for that hour, I fill my mind with, just positive, like words of,
Pure fucking adrenaline.
Pure fucking adrenaline.
Pure fucking adrenaline.
Yeah.
It just gets you going through it today.
Yeah, it has changed my mindset. You know, I've become a savage, a true savage. Like this podcast is going to blow the fuck up.
I could see it.
Just going to happen.
For sure.
Like I won't stop, you know. I got 5 years left of life. Not that I'm dying.
I was like, what?
Not that I've been diagnosed with something that will only allow me
Someone's
to be
calling
here.
in for sure now. They're only going to watch that part. They're going to, oh my God, Chad, my
Chad's
deepest
dying.
sympathies. How do you know 5 years?
5 years, like there's no way they could give you 5 years.
No.
You're going to live
5 years, give or take 2.
Yeah, give or take
Yeah.
2. No, I have 5 years left that I want to just like grind
Work.
at the pace that
Gotcha.
I'm grinding at. Because like I've been grinding for 22 years. Even though I had those stints of relapse, there was a lot of clean time in those.
Yeah.
A lot of clean time. There was just a lot of pain and misery during those.
Mm-hmm.
I was still trying to grind. And plus, when you're in a meth-induced psychosis and you're up for like 14 days in a row, you're working hard.
That's grinding, bro.
Yeah.
This grinding that I'm doing now is nothing compared to that shit. Like I was jumping into iPhones, and I was I'd be here, and then I'd be in Afghanistan, and then I'd be in Washington D.C. and
Briefing some serious stuff.
Oh
going
my
debriefing
on.
with the CIA.
The stories I hear on that
I
shit are
know.
wild.
Yeah,
Wild.
well, mine are the wildest. I swear to God, too. I'm not even fucking kidding.
It's crazy.
I did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could become a digital person. I could literally jump into an iPhone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But it's true.
The illness
It's
runs
true.
Isn't it weird that you like hear me on it? It's crazy, but it's true.
The illness is deep.
It's very deep. And I'm unmedicated now. So anything could happen. What was I saying though?
I don't know, but I really have to go pee.
Oh, go pee.
Yeah, go.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we
Okay,
can-
I've been
Right here
trying
too.
to
Oh my
like.
God! Don't suffer.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
This
We're gonna talk
Celsius
about you
just
while you're
like
gone.
topped it off. All right.
Do you know where it is?
Take
Yeah,
a
you
right
do.
in the second door
Second
left.
door
Yeah,
left.
this is
You
my
leave your
first
phone.
time
You don't
using
need it.
I'm taking it.
Joking.
I have 2 phones. Take one.
Do we have a pause button?
There is one, but I usually just do it.
Just keep it running.
Yeah. You never know what Shane might do.
I know he might
Tell us
say
more about
something.
that cat.
You told me about that.
Fuck. So my friend never came back. I was giving my friend free dope. That's was one of those kinds of friends, you know.
Yeah.
And he was kind of my Jimmy. Like he was a guy you hang around. Would go to the store, go do this, and I made him go down and see if the cat was still dead.
Tell the story again, but look directly at the camera.
No. Wow. Then I cut my chest with a knife. I'll never forget.
See the scar?
No, no scar.
Oh,
What?
some guy's beating another guy with a baseball bat.
Oh.
Did he win?
There's no such thing as recreational drug use. Those days are over. If you need help, please contact Chaddock, that's 4 T's, on Instagram, or 1-866.
930, buddy.
930.
Get it in your head. Hope. 4673.
4673.
How you spell hope on the telephone.
4673.
Just kidding.
No, you're not.
Just I have to go pee pretty.
Go.
No, not yet. We're wrapping it up as soon as she comes
Could
back.
be 10, 15 minutes, bro.
No, it won't be.
That door is super
Like,
Heavy?
see-through. I almost walked into it. Did you
Oh,
see that
yeah.
earlier?
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't.
I know that would have been bad.
My
I would do that, too.
86-year-old dad
Yes.
did it one time.
He did.
Oh,
Were you here
no.
Yes, I
today?
was here.
Oh,
Almost knocked
it was
himself out.
so bad.
Yeah.
We were in like a meeting. There
Yeah.
was like 7 people.
Yeah.
or more,
Oh.
maybe 10 people.
That's so sad.
It really is. And he doesn't have great balance, so you hit your head, and it's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That guy today was good. He was good.
Which guy?
81-year-old?
The 81-year-old lawyer.
He
The
was
guy
in
was
good
the
shape.
lawyer was the one that was sitting right next to you.
hmm
He was 81 years old.
And I can't believe this guy was 71.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't.
Crazy.
You were little, like you were given a
A
lot of
little,
love with that 45 to 50 shit though.
Oh.
I was thinking more along the lines of like 58 to 62, but you know, Botox does wonders.
Wonders.
Yeah,
Wonders.
you do Botox, right? I'm just kidding.
I do, actually, every now and then.
That was mean.
No,
That was kind of mean. That was a little. That was a little.
I don't mind. I'm an open book.
God. He did
How does that mean?
Everyone in Orange County does
Does
Botox.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out of California, actually.
I want to get out of California in
5 years.
5 years.
Where are you going to go to, bro? Really?
Tennessee. Well, I'll always have a house in right here in San Juan.
You're not leaving. You're not going
But I'm gonna-
anywhere.
I want to have like a big farm, not a farm, but a big
Ranch?
yeah, like a ranch.
Ranch? Dude ranch?
Not a
With some
dude,
cows?
not a dude ranch.
Dude, that's what they're
It's
called,
a
bro. Dude ranch.
Dude ranch has a lot of dudes on it.
That's
right?
what ranches have, are dudes.
I don't want that. I do want like horse stables and a horse arena.
I
Not
Who's
that,
gonna
love
take care of
horses.
that?
not that I'm ever gonna.
Who's going to
ride
take
them.
care of it?
The
That's
person
it.
that works there.
That's the dudes, bro. That's what's called a dude ranch.
But I want to be able to like have a place where people can have their horses there and they can
Yeah.
come. They can come train there and do
Equestrian stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Tennessee, Texas.
Yeah, I was
Montana.
thinking Texas.
Yeah, Texas is great. I've been there like twice looking at treatment centers.
Yeah.
I want to get a treatment center in Texas. I want to get one in Tennessee as well.
Yeah, there's not too much out there, right? I know
No,
they don't
and-
have a lot of mental health.
And well, in Texas, it's the laws are great. You can have a nice 10-acre property that holds 50 clients.
True. Yeah.
Whereas in California, we got that nice Michelle house over there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice acres. You could easily put like 18 people on that property if the state would allow it, but they won't.
Is max 6?
6
Wow.
6 in California, yeah, unless you get a conditional use permit, but no city will give you a conditional use permit, so the max is 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I love that house.
Yeah. You worked there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the main house you worked at?
No, I worked at what do you call it?
Hidden Trail.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trail. That's
Yeah.
a cool house too.
so funny. I thought you worked at Michelle,
It was. I think I was there at first.
and then you
Kind of
over.
switched over to the girls. Yeah.
Did you work like the morning shift, or did your shifts fluctuate?
I don't even remember which shift I worked. I think I wanted the morning shifts, but I got a lot of swing. And then at a certain point, I was doing swing and overnight, and
Oh,
that was
yikes.
killing me,
Yeah.
especially because I lived in Yorba Linda. So I would go to the staff house and take a nap sometimes.
Yeah.
And then go on to my next shift.
Gnarly.
Yeah. Making good money though when I was doing that.
Yeah, you were getting overtime.
Yeah.
Can't complain there.
Yeah,
Right.
that was nice.
Well, we're about to wrap it up. You guys want to wrap it up with something positive though? Because I like doing that. I like really.
How about a
positive
song?
shit.
A song.
Why don't you sing
Sing?
something for us?
No.
We were told that you sing.
Yeah.
Who said that? You're lying.
Someone. Henry?
Bobby.
You know Henry?
Bobby told us you sing.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's Bobby?
Basketball.
I'm joking. I know who Bobby is.
Did he really?
No.
No.
God damn it. I was like, he's never told me I'm a good singer. 'Cause I was actually,
You're not.
I felt
He's
really
told
good
us
about
you're not
myself
a
for a
good
second
singer,
there.
too.
Why did he?
I do like
he,
to sing.
Did he hear you sing?
Well, I lived
Yeah,
at his place for a little bit,
Right.
which was fun. But I sing in like the shower sometimes. But
These are really
never
good
said anything.
microphones. So if you think you sing good in the shower, this is the
Sing great.
spot to give it a whirl.
I have to be alone.
What is the song?
Yeah.
We can leave.
What song?
No, I
if
don't
you
wanna
were to sing, if you were to sing, what would the song be?
My go-to is Hallelujah.
Oh fuck, I love that. Hallelujah.
That's the one.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
What's the first
So-
word for it? What's the first word?
I'm not gonna. Nope. Not gonna do it.
What version do you like the best? The original
Do you,
I think
or
the
Leonard
original.
Cohen version? Is
I
that
don't
who
even know.
started it?
I don't know.
Because there's been so many versions.
There has.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of copied my sister because my sister is a really good singer, and that was like her thing. So I only sang in the shower because like that was her thing. And
You
she
know where
was
that song
better.
is?
where?
Lord of War.
I don't know. I'm not sure I know how that song. Can you get just like
No,
nothing?
I can't.
You know the song.
I'm sorry.
I don't. Is it the one that I would hear when I was in church?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that one.
Hallelujah. It's a great
And then
fucking
like, are there
song.
any other lyrics besides Hallelujah?
There is. I forget how it starts though.
Oh, God.
Just seriously, don't even sing it. Talk it.
But if I don't like it, can you edit it out?
Damn
Yeah.
right. We edit all the time.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh, we edit every day.
We're gonna have to edit all kinds of
Okay.
stuff.
Well, I'm not really gonna try.
No, we're not. Am I asking you to try?
Kind of.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
It's like, oh God, my face is gonna get so red.
Good. This is uncomfortable. There's growth
This
in
is
this.
super uncomfortable.
There's growth in this.
It's like, I heard there was a sacred chord. David played and it pleased the Lord. Like that.
That's fucking
That was
awesome.
Really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
that
not-
is nice.
We're not editing.
We don't
that
edit.
out.
We don't edit.
That
We
was
never
really
edit.
good.
I've never edited. We don't know how to edit. This guy,
Do you even know how to
it
edit?
was the first question we asked. Can you edit? No. Perfect.
All right, you're hired.
Yeah.
You can push buttons. Cool.
Nice. Nice. But you were good.
Thank you.
You were good.
Yeah, that was really
That's all
good.
you're getting.
That's nice. Is your sister better?
She's got better range. I've always been told that it seems like I sing from the heart more, but she like can hit notes that I can't
Yeah.
hit. You know what I
that
mean?
was good. I like
And that was you not trying?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna
That
hear
was
you.
me like really nervous. I'm not that good when I'm nervous. In the shower though, I
You
feel
just-
like Mariah Carey, you know. 'cause
Yeah.
no
Well, I
one
feel
can say.
I feel like I like who's
You
who's
feel like Mariah Carey too
No,
in the
not
shower?
Mariah Carey. Who's a good male?
Jennifer
singer?
Lopez?
No, male.
There aren't any.
That guy that plays the piano.
Elton John?
No, he's black.
The blind guy?
No, that's Stevie Wonder.
Bro, come on. What the fuck? Give us
Help me
more.
out.
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, that guy's good.
Yeah, what's his name?
I'm so bad with names.
Me too. That's why this sucks
Yeah.
all the time.
Jay Leno?
And you know what really sucks is like I try to get help
No, I cannot. No, God. You
from
kidding
these
me?
guys.
I would lose on, what's that game called? Where you have to go to
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. No good.
Anyway, I sometimes like try to sing in my car, and when I'm in my car and I just like really am going at it and I just let it loose, I think I sound just like the person on the radio.
Yeah.
But then I
Then you turn it down a little bit,
Yeah,
and you
and
hear
that's-
yourself, and you're
it's
like,
really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like one gift I do not have is singing. I don't have a lot of, there's a lot of gifts that I wasn't given. Singing is definitely one of them. It sucks because I really, that's like, I think that I could have been a good like superstar, like a performer, but I didn't get the gift of singing.
Of performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you're not a performer.
All the other performance parts of performing.
Like what?
As I'm in the
You
midst
can't
of a
dance,
final.
man.
Is it Louis Armstrong?
No.
He's a horn guy. You can't dance.
Yeah, I can dance.
Can you?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Ask Donna.
What?
Like ballroom dance?
Donna loves you.
Or
bro.
like break dance?
I could break dance. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used to.
I could kind of see that.
Yeah. I took break dancing when I was young.
Really?
Yeah. We used
Wow.
to take the cardboard to school and everything.
Shit.
Spin on the back.
I never knew.
I could
See,
do
I
the
learned
worm.
something.
I can do the
can't.
worm.
I
I'm a
can't.
little bit. Something might break if I do the worm now. but-
Fuck, you think?
yeah. Every time I try to do something like cool like that, and shit breaks. It's just not pliable anymore.
No, it's not.
Is that the right? Is that
yeah,
the right word?
Yeah, it is the right word.
Yeah.
You're like a stiff. You're like a. Yeah.
You fall down and it really
No.
hurts. I remember I used to fall down. It didn't hurt. I just bounce right back
I
up.
know.
Now I fall
fell
down and I
blacked
stay
out.
down for a while.
I know. Shit.
You have a lot of good stuff to look forward to in life.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I was thinking about just like aging. It really sucks. But no, but for real, you have a lot of good stuff. A lot of life can be amazing, and you have a lot of life left in you.
Yeah.
So keep.
I forget that I'm young sometimes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Say there's a girl out there struggling. How does she get a hold of you? Do you have a handle, Instagram handle or something?
Yeah, Instagram's fine. It's just my full name, Jordan Reichart.
How do you spell your last name?
Raichart.
Okay, so if you need to get a hold of her, yeah.
I'm sponsoring too.
Okay,
So if you
Nice.
need a sponsor,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Taking-
And then we got
taking-
Chaddick with 4 T's.
Taking
On
ladies through
Instagram.
the steps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
It's been
Have
cool.
you done that yet?
Not fully, but I do have a sponsee.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Still feels a little weird. I'm like, I can't believe I'm the one doing this, you know? Kind of get that, what do you call it? Imposter syndrome? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Are you an imposter?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
A good movie.
I've never
Imposter.
It's
You
just like
seen
you don't feel right being
Yeah.
the one teaching people
Yeah.
how to do
Yeah,
these
good
things.
for you though.
Yeah,
it's a whole new
cool.
life now for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good
Very
stuff.
grateful.
How long has this sponsee been sober for?
Well, they just had a slip. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not easy. I used to have a few sponsees.
And I'm not judgmental on that stuff at all. I'm like, girl, I've had plenty, you know. It's usually part of the journey.
yeah.
So, as long as you learn something from it. Then
Yeah, I don't.
it's
I
okay.
would hope that nobody in the program is judgmental on stuff like that.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, through my experience, people are
for sure.
very judgy
Yeah.
on it. You know.
I kind of migrated this way to this part of Orange County because I first started getting sober in Costa Mesa and Newport.
yeah.
And it was just like,
Tough.
I was in high school, like
Yeah.
the mean girl groups,
Oh,
all the
wow.
gossip. Oh my God.
I used to
So-
love the Costa Mesa Alano Club. That was my
That
spot.
one's
I
pretty
would
good.
I would drive over there because I liked the fact that it was like more. I hated the Newport Club.
Yeah,
That-
that's the worst.
I don't fit in there.
Yeah.
You know, those are like the fakies.
Mhm.
Not like me, not like the real like I was my addiction at my young age was pretty gnarly. You know, I was out on the real mean streets of San Bernardino for like 5 years. Gnar.
Yeah, that's
That's
a tough place to grow up.
Yeah. And I like the Costa Mesa Alano Club. I just felt more at home
Yeah.
with those guys. Like I so it's weird because like I did grow up, you know, my dad's a doctor, but you know, they left when I was 18 and a lot of shit happened and I stayed and I stayed in my disease and I stayed out on the streets and so I just can't relate to the rich boys. It's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, there's lots of money in Orange County, and that's kind of why I'm ready for a change, because I grew up here, and I grew up, fortunate. And I think I definitely became more grateful when I came into recovery and kind of saw what other people grew up with. It made me more grateful for sure. But there's always someone that has more than you here. Everyone's trying to one up each other,
Right.
whether it's the car, the money, like everything, like especially looks wise, like the girls, just like so many beautiful people here. And it's just all so competitive, and it's so like fast paced here. Like I kind of just want to break. And like you said, like live on a farm somewhere, you know, I am going to miss the beach if I leave. That's like my happy place. I love the beach.
I love the ocean view, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm like you, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
I love the view.
Like some people want their house on the sand.
Oh,
I want my house on the hill overlooking the water, and then I want to be in my pool.
Yes.
Overlooking the.
Yes.
Let me guess, you don't like sand.
No,
I don't like sand, and
I've heard so many people say that lately.
I don't really like the salt water.
Yeah.
It makes my skin itchy.
I don't mind the salt water, just the sand, the dirt.
I love the sand.
The sand, the dirt.
Yeah.
There's dirt. It just crumples up on your feet.
Yeah, you get in your car.
Yeah.
Then you got to vacuum your car, and I like my car clean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit.
I love the weather here. I mean, I will always, because there's no way I can live in Texas in the summertime in that heat. And I'm not sure what the winter's like.
Yeah.
But, obviously we have the best weather in the world. So I want to be here.
It's been really cold lately.
Oh, this was a weird year.
Like,
right?
Yeah, it's been tough for me because I thrive in heat. And like this winter was so hard. Like I just didn't want to do anything because it was too cold outside to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like anemic or something for sure. So like I was just wearing sweatpants, Uggs, and sweatshirts like for the past 5 months. Just
No,
to
I didn't do it.
make it by,
I actually like that though. That's what I like to wear. I like to wear joggers and a hoodie. And I guess I'm kind of nerdy because I also like wearing those what are those shoes I wear? Crocs. The Crocs.
Oh, the Crocs. Oh, that's right, the Crocs.
Like
Yeah. I got him a headlights for his Crocs.
Oh yeah, like do they actually light up?
They light up. You push a button, and a little light up. Yeah, and his Crocs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Gifts.
Jewish people give gifts a lot.
I need a Jewish friend then.
Yeah, you do. You need a Jewish friend. Anyway, this was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I'm
was.
glad you came.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, there's good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in here. We'll
We'll
cut a lot of sound bites. I'll send them all to you.
Okay.
You can
cool.
post them on your social media. We'll tag you. You can tag us, and just go from there.
All right.
It's really about the movement. So, like, that's the most important part that I want people to understand is I really don't want another family. And even though since we've been sitting on this podcast, there's probably 5 families in the United States that have gone through this.
Yeah.
So we need to slow it down, and then we need to figure out how to stop it. And that's what the movement's about, and that's why we're growing this platform. So thanks for coming and being a part of it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now you're
Yeah, I
part
really
of
appreciate it.
Now you're part of the Hopeaholics cast.
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, cool. We're stoked too. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.